Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. Moo la la. Yeah, yo.
This idea that, you know, when you hear people say, you know, but he didn't marry her. He didn't marry her. You know, she was a ride or die. She was, you know, she gave him 3 children. I think it was 3, right? They had 3 together. I don't know who else is going to feel me on this, but I gotta speak on this, you know. I don't know why this car just, now see, I'm just sitting here chilling, you know. I found a little spot on the riverfront, and now, you know, every woman does not see marriage the same way, okay? And those of you who think and believe that every woman's dream is to get married, that's not true. Every girl's fantasy is not walking down a fucking aisle. I said I wasn't going to curse, so I'm going to try to say this message without cursing, okay? Because it's unnecessary to curse, but at least not on this subject, within this energy. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay. Some of us really do have dreams and aspirations that just never, they don't necessarily involve a lifetime partner. You know, let me just go back to Kim, and then I'm going to speed this up a bit. We're hearing so much about her life connected to Puffy. We know he's a big personality, big star, lots of money, and it's almost a slap in the face to what her what her contributions were. And that's kind of how I feel. This is why it really pisses me off, because there are some women, yeah, they like to be defined by the man in their life, or their life is defined by who they're married to, or you know, who they're connected to. But when you really are a woman of dreams and goals and missions, you know, outside of marriage and outside of love and a man, I'm basically saying that to identify who you are, for people to identify who you are as a woman, man, according to who a man is to you, is it's just such an insult. You know, I'm very seldomly lost for words. I said I was going to come here in a space where I could really get this out and think about this, because you know, when you get a certain age, you know, and you get the question, oh, why you never married? Or, oh, you got this going on, you got that. Oh, no one, as if no one you've dated has tried to marry you or boo you, you know, choose you as a wife. But you think, man, it's 2018, we still think in those terms of being selected and chosen, rather than a woman having the choice to decide if she wants to be married. It's okay to do other things in your life outside of a man. It's not to say that you don't want a man or a companion, but he's not the priority in your life. Having a man is not the ultimate goal. Getting married is not the ultimate goal for many of us. So I'm speaking for the sisters who often hear, oh, but he didn't do this. You don't know what a conversation is like. So I guess I don't want to get too far off track. I just want to speak for women who, I just thought about, if I died, I surely wouldn't want my legacy to be, oh, but she never got married, and, as if it's a tragedy, or she never, I would hope that people would speak to, my teaching career and, giving back, or just my books or my personality, good or bad, just who I was as a friend, as a daughter, as a cousin, as a niece. I would hope that if I fucking died right now, that no one would base everything that I have contributed to this life, this time, in almost a half a century, to the fact that she didn't marry. She didn't have a fucking man. I really do hope that that's not the fate, my fate, because I'm saying now, please do not simplify the contributions of women to whether or not they had a man, or whether or not a man chose to marry them or choose them, because you don't know what the woman, you don't know. It could be her choice. Like I said before, every woman's dream is not to be married and booed up. So I think that's kind of where I'm like, man, the motherhood thing I'm getting, but this whole thing of people feeling sorry for Kim Porter because fucking Puffy didn't choose her. We don't know. These men don't make you who the fuck you are. Sisters, they don't. Now, this isn't male bashing, because, the first thing people say, oh, I'm not going to repeat. You know what people say as soon as you start saying something about a damn man. It's like, I can't stand for people to put more stress on protecting a grown-ass man than they do fucking children. How you put that much energy into saying, oh, you're male bashing, and what we do, our men, is we coddle them, we do. I don't have to stand up for no fucking man. A man does not need me to defend him. So you're still doing a disservice when you say, oh, she's male bashing. The brothers go through so much. See, that's what's wrong with sisters. And then our roles are messed up because we know the role. You don't need to defend no man out here. So I can speak as a woman and still love men. I don't have to define my sexual preference to make sure, put a disclaimer out that I love men and I'm straight and I'm a heterosexual. Don't get it twisted. I'm simply saying to you that you do not have to define your life as a woman through a man. And it is possible to value your independence and still love a man. Value motherhood and still love a man without being married to him. There's plenty of things to do in this lifetime that may not necessarily involve acquiring a man. Okay? And for the life of goddess, stop. Don't always assume that women wanted to be married. And that's basically the bottom. That's basically what I'm saying here. Every woman does not want to be married. Okay? Every woman has a choice. And she may very well be okay with dating someone for years and having a companionship. You could be a woman, you could be a mother, you could be a lover, you could be all those things without having a husband. And free to dream and free to acquire whatever it is that you want to do in your life and then still be okay. And it just saddens me. That's all. That's basically the message. I guess that's why it's just irritating me. I can't get this. And at lunch we were talking about the Kim Porter, and the conversation was still geared around like pity for her. Like she had, all these children for him and he didn't marry. And I'm saying to myself, that's true. If she wanted it. That's a sad state for black women, because you do feel like, oh, we're not being selected. They don't choose us. You look over the girl from the hood, the girl next door, the ride or die, and you go choose someone else. That's very real. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying to you is that is not everybody's story. That's not everybody's reality. As far as we know, we don't know if she wanted to be married to Puffy. And of course, there are all these rumors about, these women just being beers because he's gay. I'm not even get into that. I'm sticking strictly with, understand that all women don't want to be married. Okay? All women are not sitting around waiting for a husband to validate them. Okay? Stop feeling sorry for women without husbands. Okay? If you're in a church or you're in some setting where that is, something that's stressed, something that is, important to whatever you need to do in your life to make you the woman you need to be. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying those of us who don't subscribe to that, or is it subscribe, whatever. But those of us who do not see that as part of our, makeup, is not something, give us that, okay? Look at what we offer aside from a man, okay? Value who we are, our personalities, just who we are, our creativity, our passion, our goals, our missions, our, look at something else aside from seeing us connected to a man. We are not our men. Okay? We're not our men. And there are many of us who still would value and want a man in our life. We would agree with having a life partner, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be married to him.